What's up, everyone? Mr. NoobTube Gamer. Today we're playing Back 4 Blood in 2024. We're going to see how the game is doing 3 years later and if it's worth playing. This game had so much hype around it when it first came out and leading up to the launch because it was Turtle Rock Studios, the creators of Left 4 Dead, even though most of the actual people who developed the game had nothing to do with Back 4 Blood, but yeah, they were advertising this game as pretty much Left 4 Dead 3. And so many people bought into the hype. You think they would know better because Turtle Rock also made a game called Evolve, and that game was a total flop. So I don't know why people thought this would be any different. And really the best way to describe this game is a generic, watered-down version of Left 4 Dead, despite being a game that came out almost a decade, more than a decade, after Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 2 not only plays better, but in a lot of cases it also looks better, because the graphics in this game really aren't that impressive. And the gunplay and just everything about the game feels like it just lacks detail and just isn't very polished and doesn't feel like a AAA quality game. I knew a lot of people who loved Left 4 Dead. They put hundreds of hours on it on Steam, and they were really excited about Back 4 Blood. And then when it came out, they played it for like maybe a week and then never played it again. That isn't to say that it's like a really bad game. It's not a broken game. It has a couple of bugs here and there, but overall it's not like, oh my god, this is terrible. But Left 4 Dead is just, it's like eating gourmet food, and playing Back 4 Blood is like eating a TV dinner. Like, you can take it or leave it, but it's not something you're really gonna be excited to experience. Like, seriously, in every single category, Left 4 Dead beats the shit out of Back 4 Blood to the point where you might as well just keep playing Left 4 Dead. There's plenty of modded content in Left 4 Dead 2 that even if you're tired of the vanilla experience, there's so much custom shit that you can install and play through the Steam Workshop, so it's not even like you have to be a tech wizard to play the mods on that game. So there's like literally thousands of hours of content for you to play and enjoy in Left 4 Dead 2. And also the characters are so iconic and memorable in Left 4 Dead. Well, I can't name a single one in this shit. It's just like they have such a wide cast of characters in Back 4 Blood. There's like 20 plus characters that you could choose, and not a single one of them is like, wow, this person's cool. They're just so forgettable. And I understand some people might think it's unfair to talk about Left 4 Dead so much and compare it, but again, this game came out 12 years, 2 console generations after Left 4 Dead 2, and when they marketed the game, the first thing it said was the creators of Left 4 Dead, so it's fair game to make those comparisons, because that's exactly what Turtle Rock did themselves to promote the game. All that aside, it's just so painfully average. The map design is not terrible, but not memorable. And the zombies just, it doesn't feel very satisfying killing them. It's just like, okay, whatever. And the special zombies and the boss zombies are also pretty bland compared to the ones that were offered in Left 4 Dead. I would say the one benefit that Back 4 Blood would have over Left 4 Dead 2 is crossplay. So if you're on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Series S, Series X, or PC, you can all play together through crossplay. So that's why you actually do have a pretty strong player base still in 2024, is because of crossplay. You can get into matches relatively easily. But I would say it's a benefit over Left 4 Dead because Left 4 Dead is really only playable on PC. So if you don't have a PC, but even that, honestly, I can't even say that because Left 4 Dead 2 came out in 2009. Almost any computer at this point can run the game, at least if it's not heavily modded. But I guess if you have those friends that will only play a game on a PlayStation or an Xbox and won't even touch their computer to try to play games on that with Steam or anything, then yeah, I guess it has value because of the crossplay feature. And the game is available through Game Pass, but a lot of the DLC you have to purchase separately, so a lot of the content is locked behind an extra paywall, which Left 4 Dead, again, I know I keep saying Left 4 Dead every 5 seconds, but it's important to note, like, yeah, like, with DLC, Left 4 Dead didn't really have that, and it was all included through free updates, plus an extensive amount of modded community content, so, yeah, what the fuck does this game have that you have to play this and not play Left 4 Dead? I can talk about the card system, I can talk about the in-game currency and the ability to purchase upgrades and abilities and all that kind of stuff, and how certain characters have different abilities as well, but it doesn't really add any meaningful depth to the gameplay and doesn't really change my opinion for better or worse. It's kind of just there. It's just an example of why Valve needs to stop sitting on their asses. They need to start making more games, and we just need Left 4 Dead 3 already. It's ridiculous. We need to stop having these other companies try to make their version of Left 4 Dead 3, and we just need the actual thing at this point.